Hello again. What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Momentum 2025 here at MomoCon in sunny, warm, beautiful Atlanta, Georgia. I am once again happy by 3. You've probably seen a bit of me this weekend. I've been floating around. Who?
Huh?
Who?
Anyways.
I'm happy by 3. I will be hosting for the next couple of runs, and I am so hype I get to host during Vivid Stasis because I love a good rhythm game. I love a good LaurieDBunnykins. I love a good Limey, too. I'm joined on couch by
I know that guy.
Lovely, the fabulous, fabulous Limey.
I'm here. I do want to mention before we start, we do have a donation incentive for reaching $1,000 for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. During my run, because I'm playing Pokemon Crystal, I will catch a shiny Pokemon at Lake of Rage if we get that much money. Usually I just kill it, and then everyone watching my stream gets upset that I kill a shiny Pokemon. So if you don't want to be upset in the crowd, maybe donate. Who knows? SpeedGaming.
Absolutely.
But after all that talking, LaurieDBunnykins.
Hi, what's up?
You're on the stage already, but take it.
Yeah, I'm on the stage. I'm taking the stage, double stage. We're stage stacking. Hello, everybody. My name is LaurieDBunnykins, and welcome to Vivid Stasis. We have a pretty decent crowd out here. Show of hands, how many people at some point throughout this weekend have gone and played a rhythm game at the arcade over to your far left? I see a good few hands.
That's a lot of hands, yeah.
How many of y'all that put your hands up would say that you play a rhythm game regularly at home? Okay, slightly less. Good news for those of you that didn't put your hands up the second time. I'm going to be playing a rhythm game today that you can go on Steam once you get home on your computer and download for completely free.
This is actually free $99. It is an absurd value of a bunch of game. And like to go through the story of this game, it's like many hours.
Oh yeah, no, this game is a very long story, a lot of really good music, and it doesn't cost a thing. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a small showing of some songs I quite like a lot. We are going to start on Options by Frums, Finale difficulty 10. And time will start when I select the song here in 3, 2, 1, go. So, as I mentioned, we have a rhythm game. Pretty standard, immediately idea of just like 4 lanes, you know, each lane corresponds to the key. But in the intro of the song, you see me hitting these like longer notes. The main gimmick of this game are those bumpers, as they're called. And the gimmick with the bumpers is that you can hit them with either note in the lane. So I can hit the blue ones with either of my left side keys and the red ones right side.
Yeah, if you've seen like Sound Voltex, it's not the same where it's like a different key underneath other keys. You can just hit either and it will just work. And
yeah.
It almost turns the charting into like somewhat of like a puzzle game at like super high level. Here, it's like you kind of see what they want you to do a little bit, but it doesn't really matter which one you like look at with. Maybe sometimes there'll be like an awkward like finger jack, but it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, the big thing, too, is that the timing window of bumpers is actually a lot more generous than the standard notes here. So there's going to be a lot of charts as we get further in the showcase that ask me for maybe a more confusing-looking bumper pattern, but it's actually going to be pretty generous.
Yeah. And I do want to mention, in this game, the difficulty generally goes up to like 17, right? 17?
Yes, 17. There are 3 17 pluses in the game, and one of them is like the final boss song that is a 14-minute gauntlet, so it's kind of a special circumstance.
Yeah, and we're starting on 17, or not 17, we're starting on 10, which is a pretty like middling, just so we can like get a little bit warmed up, and then as Laurie goes on, we're gonna be playing stuff that's a lot harder.
Yeah, I believe we are getting up to a 17.
Yes, because we've already met the incentive for my extra songs, I will be playing a 17 at the end of the show.
Thank you for donating, by the way.
Thank you so much. And you can keep doing so to support St. Jude's at speedrun.gives.
Yep. And as Laurie's playing, you might notice that there is a lot of the A crits happening, because Laurie's very, very good at this game. Whenever we finish like a chart, you'll see that it is like primarily just all criticals or higher, just because Laurie's good.
Yeah.
Also, that's a full combo.
Full combo!
Full combo on an opener.
Right.
That's like worth a cheer for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
And I got a V rank, which is one of the best scores you can get. Every chart in this game has a maximum score of 1,010,000, and V rank is 1,008,000 or higher. Wow. There's also V plus at 1,009,000, but that basically requires an all critical, or like almost all critical. I just skipped right by the next song I'm playing. This is Prismatic Vortex by Shizuka. A song that is going to show off a lot of what I mentioned about the mechanics behind bumpers in the previous song, especially when it comes to like their timing window and how they're charted. Because something I really like about bumpers is that they're very like dynamic. You can, again, you'll see them to try and like, you'll see them used to try and like make you play something that seems out of your comfort zone, but isn't if you figure out what the game wants from you. There's bumpers that can be used to like kind of give the game a little bit of freedom of expression with how you hit certain sections. Or there's bumpers that can kind of be a little bit like tricky to decipher at times to kind of add to the kind of like puzzling elements of these charts.
It is incomprehensible to me that you are talking while doing this.
I won't be able to for too long.
What?
You're not good at like that.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Laurie is.
I can play like very high level Adify, but not while talking.
Don't worry, once we get to like the super high level in this game, I won't really be able to talk much.
Yeah, but we're going from a 10 to an 11 plus, so a little bit more difficult, a little bit more demanding, like Laurie said. There is more like bungees. I also want to mention that I'm pretty sure in this game, the release notes have like timing on them, so you have to like actually release and press the notes at the correct time, which on a lot of these, like, I call them hold note puzzle sections because I'm bad at them. It matters a lot more like when you release the notes.
Yeah, I noticed that in the last chart. It had like you're holding all four, but then you release one,
yeah,
one in the middle and one here. Like that. That's a cool concept.
I don't fully understand how it works. I actually think the press into a hold note is a nicer timing window than the standard chip note.
Yeah.
But this game is weird because it's like, I think there's release timing, but I think it's also super generous. I'm not 100%
Yeah,
sure.
the release timing feels generous. I don't know too much about this game. I don't play like that. This is not my main game, but I've played quite a bit of it because it's very good.
Every time I hear people talk about like release timing forgiveness in other rhythm games, I wonder why I play Adify, where we have like a couple milliseconds.
That was an all critical,
That's
by the
all
way.
critical, by the way. What? This is a showcase, by the way.
Yeah.
And you were talking during.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's absurd.
Hey, super quick, while we're between songs, we do have a $5 donation from Sawa Yoshi. What's up, Sawa?
Hi, Sawa.
It says, Vivid Stasis showcased by Laurie with Limey on couch and happy hosting. This is a great day to be alive.
Also, a great day to donate to St. Jude's Children's Research.
It is a great day to donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Yeah. It's also a great day to be at MomoCon. MomoCon's popping right now.
Yeah, I know that there's a bunch of people walking by. I know that they hear the music bumping, all of that good stuff. So as we get into this next song, which is a 13, again, a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
I do want to emphasize that this game is like super difficult. Laurie talking and just playing, and as we're all jamming, that was just like such a good vibe. It's also just pretty absurd. Like she's getting an FC all critical, like that's just so cool.
Yeah, so this is Opslamode by Reiku Mochizuki, who is a really cool rhythm game artist. Has a few songs all over the game, or like all over the place that I like in a bunch of games. This song is really interesting because it's one of the first. I don't want to talk too much about the later parts of this game's story because it gets totally wild, and I want as many people to experience it as themselves. But this is kind of like one of the first songs you'll get at kind of the start of the second half of the story, which is where things go from like seemingly normal to, oh dear. So I really like this song because it's just kind of memorable because it's placed in the story.
Yeah, a lot of the songs in the story are just like super good. There's a few charts in this game that I like that aren't in the story, like some of the sillier charts, I'll say. I like a lot. But I'm basic because whenever I boot up this game, I like always like warm up song is Corrode. So
This is mesmerizing.
yeah, to hit those quick bars, I'm pretty sure the way Laurie does it is by alternating like these two.
Yeah, you do like it.
Like this.
Yeah.
On each side.
That's what we have to do in Adify. It's like technically 2 buttons, but we use 4 on each hand to get some of the fast stuff.
Oh, and you can see in the camera shot that we have like a triple stack of like plushies here.
You got the homies hanging out.
Wow, I haven't seen this part of the chart. wild. This is like so impressive that it's just like all whole notes with like the
Yeah, well, and like we said, there's release timing. So
Yeah.
it's like those releases also have to be correct.
One great.
One great is crazy.
Oh,
What?
wild. That is
That's absurd.
3 full combos.
Yeah.
One great, one
You
good.
have
One great, one
everything.
good, because I messed up the hold at the end. My PB on that song is one great. It's painful.
Oh my god.
So close.
If you upscored that, I would just like leave the stage and not come back.
There's some songs later that if I upscore, I'll leave the stage.
You'll need a second to walk it off. That's so
Yeah,
bad.
but coming up next, I'm stepping up to an encore here. So some songs, not every song, have encore, which is a 4th difficulty in this game that is usually even harder. This song is a little bit different because it's not directly harder. As you can see, the finale and the encore are both 13 pluses. However, if you look in the top left of the screen here, you'll see this literal banner that says gimmick. Sometimes it says original if the song is original to the game, but this one is definitely a gimmick. So this is Slick Hurts by Sobram. And yeah, we're going to get silly with this one.
We've never been silly here on stream. Never ever.
No.
Liking this BRC vibe?
It is pretty funky. What was that? You know, I'm not gonna question it. It's not my problem.
Okay, it's the little. It was like the
Yeah.
like the Koopas and the
Like an SMB Wii.
yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to mention, as we get further into the showcase with Laurie showing off harder and harder charts, we're just going to be taking a minute to chill just because Laurie does need this time to like focus a little bit just because it is quite a difficult game. If there's anything that's like super like interesting or
Whoa.
cool, I will talk about it, but
Oh, putting all of those releases at different times is mean.
This game's pretty mean. The lead dev of this game, Cheryl Stelly, has had some pretty fun times charting in a few other games as well in recent memory. If anyone here has played the demo for the upcoming rhythm game Unbeatable, you might be familiar with the Forever Now Dog Noise remix, which hosts the currently hardest chart in that game, which is charted by Stelly. And I'm pretty sure she admitted she has not beaten it normally. I might be mistaken.
Hasn't beaten her own chart. That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how you make a good rhythm game chart.
That's wild work.
Yeah, because eventually there is going to be someone who can beat your chart for you.
That's FC again.
Yeah, that's another FC. What?
I was honestly kind of surprised I got that one. This song can be irritating, but
Yeah, I was gonna say like, what was even that like pattern? They're like da 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 da, because it was like not super telegraphed because like the game changed the BPM as the notes were coming.
yeah, it can be tricky.
Yeah.
But you mentioned a song you like to play in this game called Grode.
Yeah.
Coming up, we're going to play Wyvern's remix of Grode.
It's close enough.
Close enough, yeah. Grode, for context, is the very first song you get in this game. When you open it up, you're prompted to go into the story near immediately to unlock more songs. But if you open the rhythm play section, I believe you just have... I believe you have a couple songs, actually, but the one you have most notably is Grode.
Yeah, Grode is like, if you've never heard it, it's almost like if like clowncore is funk.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Also, because we're talking about Grode, the chat's just like filling up with Grode right now.
Good.
Let's go, Grode.
Yeah, chat's popping off at the last few FCs. Like, they're loving it.
Can we get... I feel like everybody has a song in their rhythm game that they just like get real hype on. Can we get some donations with both your favorite rhythm game and what your hype song is in your game?
Yeah, for me personally, in the LaurieDBunny games, I love playing Smooch in like every game that it's in.
That's fair.
I even played it in 2DX, and I don't even play 2DX like that.
My main rhythm game, like I said, is Adify, and there's this chart of like a Mozart piano tune that goes crazy hard, actually. It's super fun. I don't know what my favorite song is in Waka, though. I'm still new to Waka.
Mobius.
I'll have to go play more Waka later, I guess.
You've already been doing a lot of that.
Oh, yeah. For now, I'll say my favorite is the caramel dancing chart that makes you do this.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, that was a super cool pattern that you just like completely nailed.
Yeah. Oh, I just missed that there.
Having to hit release timings on those is wild.
Yeah, I want to mention that we're stepping up a little bit again, even though we're on a finale. It's still a 14, which is harder than what we've been playing before. So missed the FC, but it's like totally understandable just because this is so difficult.
Yeah. And while we're talking, we were just talking about like other rhythm games we play and our favorite songs from that. I want to mention if this isn't my favorite rhythm game, what it is probably Noise Starlight, which is also free to start, funnily enough, although not entirely free to play like this one is. You can play it on your phones. And the devs of that game are actually working on another game, Project Godhand, which dropped into early access pretty recently, and is eventually going to feature the song I just played in it.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. It's a crossover. Noise Starlight is getting a few crossover songs into this game very soon, which I'm super excited for. Again, I love that game's soundtrack.
So I think we are getting into the part of the showcase where we've explained most of the mechanics, and we're getting into the hard stuff, and we're probably just going to let y'all, for the most part, listen to the good music and appreciate that Laurie is way too good at video games.
I do have a little bit to talk about this song, actually. Okay. So this song I'm playing is pretty gimmicky again, but the importance of this song is that it's actually one of the first songs available in a category of this game called the Sunrise Showdown, which was a dev tournament hosted last year, in which the finale of that tournament culminated in what was at the time the game's first and only 17 difficulty being released. Since then, the difficulty ratings have changed a little bit, so there are more 17s, and that song is now the first and only one of 3 17 pluses, as I mentioned earlier. But a lot of these songs from the tournament are really hype, and even though it's only a collection of 7 songs in a game with over 160, they are like, a lot of them are some of my favorite songs in the game. But this is the point where I want to focus a little bit on it.
Yeah, all of these patterns are going by so fast, but they're just like, even to my like rhythm game veteran mind, like a little bit like incomprehensible, but it's just like so fast and back to back to back to back. Like, just like, look at this. This is like absurd.
All critical.
What?
Let's go.
Did you guys see that?
I love that song.
That's ridiculous.
I didn't want to say
That's an
anything.
up score too.
What? Up score?
Oh my god.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I didn't expect to do that good on that song. But coming up is a song that I'm super excited for. Just checking my order. Yeah. Okay. Coming up is a song I'm super excited for. I mentioned this game has collabs. We are about to play a song that is a collab with a mobile rhythm game. I have to go find the song quickly, sorry. A mobile rhythm game called Rotano. And the reason I picked this song is because the second I knew I was playing this game for a crowd, I knew I had to like hear this one on speakers.
All right.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, open up the pit. sounds so cool on speakers. I just want to put that out there.
So good.
Sorry.
Focus on your game.
That's what I get for not focusing. Oh, I haven't explained those, by the way. Like the red notes with the black notes with the red outline. Those are mines. I don't want to hit anything on them.
Oh.
Yeah, have you ever played DDRs? Like the same thing as like the shock notes. Don't hit them, or if you hit them, the game will get mad at you. My weakness is rhythm games that have like at the very end like a halftime breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Laurie, when the hell are you performing for like the next MomoCon rave? Like,
I'll just play Vivid Stasis for an hour.
yeah.
Let's go.
Honestly, kind of fire.
Stasis rave at MomoCon 2026.
Let's get it.
I'm into it.
So for my next song, I have to do a lot of movement on this menu. This is heptagram. Nope, that's move your body.
Going up in difficulty a little bit.
Yeah, 14, pretty big. No, but 14 plus. This is heptagram. This is a song I really like.
Oh, this feels crazy on the stage.
Yeah. So we love a rhythm game song in 7/4. Let's go.
Well, everything is 4/4 if you don't pay attention enough.
Yeah.
I also just want to mention this is a good time to remind everyone we are raising money for charity. So if you feel so inclined to donate to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, that's kind of a tongue twister. You can go to speedrun.gives. If we get to $1,000, Lime, you'll be catching a shiny Pokemon in Pokemon Crystal. So you do not want to miss that.
This ending is very weird, so I have to kind of get ready for it. Pretty good. I missed a note, but I still got a B rank. So
I was going to say, you can't say pretty good when you have a 1 miss.
Out of 1,900 notes, you missed 1.
Yeah, my
No,
bad.
that's pretty good.
Out of 1913.
My name's Laurie and I'm wrong, and I'm actually really good at video games. I'm not giving myself enough credit.
Anyway, we have a minute here before we get into the last 3 songs of the main set list before we dive into the bonus songs that y'all donated for. So if you have any messages you want to read, go ahead.
Because we do have a $25 donation from Mitzi that does not have a comment with it, but Mitzi, thank you so much for that. Super, super generous. And, you know, every dollar goes toward the great work that St. Jude is doing, helping out kids. And I mean, how can you not get behind that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. We all good?
We are partying.
All right.
Stoked. I got to pick this one.
You did get to pick this one. This is Taffy by Metahuman Boy. This is a pretty fun song. It's really funny because this song, when it was like getting advertised being added to the game, it was described as a Daria Core song, which is correct. But like my idea of what the genre was, I had not heard it basically at all, and it was very different than what the genre actually is. So I was a little bit shocked, but the song is pretty good. So.
Completely just like exclusively the charting, you can see the jump up from like 14 plus to 15. So, like this is like very, very noticeably harder.
Yeah.
And like Laurie's still like completely crushing this, even with just like a couple patterns being like a little fast.
I feel like a lot of rhythm games do that, where like the difference between like a 1 and a 2 is not that big, but the difference between like a 14 and a 15 is light years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just gets a little bit like exponential.
All right, yeah, that was a song I was pretty worried about, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. That's wow.
Yeah.
That's so impressive. I'm just like in awe.
And now coming up for the last 2 songs of the main showcase, we have 2 songs that actually show up in sort of boss fight positions in the main story. First off, we have this one right here. We have Wyvern from the Grode remix coming back with Lundy for Valor Starcross. And yeah, this is a favorite early song of mine for sure.
Honestly, those like rapid strings of short notes are probably like my favorite thing in the rhythm games I play.
Especially when like Laurie's crushing it. It's like so satisfying to watch.
Yeah.
I know I like make this comparison a lot, but like it's like those soap cutting videos like with the soap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, soap cutting videos. Yeah. It's so awesome.
Make brain go burr.
Yeah, Twitch Chat's absolutely excited to hear this. just want to mention that we're at $896.96 right now. I know it's so easy to get to 900 before the end of this showcase. Dare I say the run even?
Dare I say the song even?
Yeah. We get 900 by the end of the song.
Yeah. That's $3. Like, y'all can donate that for sure. And if you donate that, you get to say in Twitch chat everything that you're the person who got us to 900. What was that pattern? That was so fast. You just nailed that.
That was cool.
I do want to point out whenever there is like the bar note followed by two of the singles, they are different. Because like Laurie would have to go from clicking both to clicking one both again. It's a very like conscious thing that she has to like worry about.
And we have a small outro here. And another FC just for fun.
Release. Let's go!
What?
Yeah, so that's actually fun fact. The last and an upscore.
And an upscore.
And an upscore.
That's actually the last song that I have in my set list that I already have an FC on. So I'm happy to get that FC because I don't expect to get the last ones. But we're going to be jumping straight from 15 to 16 here.
Not even a 15 plus to like warm us up. Did I?
No, I wanted to do a 15 plus, but I really wanted to play the last two 15s more. So
Yeah.
it is how it is.
That's just how the vibes work.
Yeah. So this is First Breath by Cry.exe. If you know who Cry.exe is, you probably know what you're getting into.
Making the first note one of those like shock notes is so rude.
I know that it's like it's got people before.
It's got the same vibe as when you think the song's over, and then it's like, just kidding.
Oh yeah, the charting on this is immediately like I said last time. It's just immediately more difficult.
Are you ready?
This part's fun.
Probably feels good as hell right now to be in the audience.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
And yeah, this song is nice enough to give me a break, I guess. But
you can call that a break, sure.
even this break is not free.
Yeah, I mean it's a 16. And with that, we're at $901 already.
Let's go.
You know, we got there with $5 from the funniest person on social media, Shredberg.
Let's go, Shredberg.
$5 from Shredberg that says gaming.
We got $5 from the Sacramento Kings fan.
The Sacramento Kings fan, Shredberg. This goes impossibly hard.
I love this song.
I don't know how you can say impossibly hard when it's like right there.
And hey, you know that funny thing you said, Happy, about like starting a song with a shock note is almost as mean as when a song pretends it's over?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
That's
I cannot believe that you did that entire last section all critical.
wild.
And I upscored.
Oh, that is an upscore.
That is an up score. What?
All
I think
right.
you've been over 1 million every single track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wild.
I'm not expecting that to stay, but we'll see how it goes. Because thanks to you all, we have 3 more songs to play. And these 3, this set of 3 is starting at a 16, so that's how you know it's fun.
And before we jump into that encore, we do
absolutely,
have
yes.
$15 from Loremaster Valkyr that says, way. Sawa says hi. I stream VS on the regular, and my community is very excited I'm here. And then another $5 from Loremaster Valkyr that I think was intended to get us over that 900, so thank you so much for that.
They both
That
came in at the
says,
same time, and one of them got
I don't know what to say, so way.
All right, are we ready to go then?
Yep.
Let's go.
All right. So the first
It's
of our
somehow going to get harder, which is incomprehensible to me.
Our first of our 3 encore songs is Encore 16, No Break by Vervid. This is one of my favorite originals for sure. So I'm just going to let y'all enjoy this one because I think the song is super unique.
For anyone watching on the screens, I am urging you right now, whenever you're looking at the game screen, there's just a lot of notes. Look at Laurie's hands, because we do have the hand cam up. It is just absurd.
Oh, yeah. That song is super snowbally if you start like slipping a little bit, but so only 6 misses is really good. Coming up next, we have a 16 plus here, and we're gonna go back to the collaboration collection here and play Raril by Team Grimoire from Thegros. This song is super fun.
This just sounds like it's going to be hard.
Yeah, you
like
heard
that preview.
the
You're like,
5-second
yeah, okay.
preview. I love this song.
Yeah.
heading into the second half of the song here.
I have an important question for our host, Happy by 3. You know what's going on?
No.
Cool.
It's very cool, though.
Me neither.
That's incredible. Jeez. And first half was full clear.
Yeah,
First half
was
is full
gonna say,
clear. Second half, slip-ups were early. I could probably grind that one out. But coming up next, we have one more song to play, and I'm going to go make sure I check my notes on this one. Because if I go to the section of the game here that it's in, you're going to see this is Stargazers in the top right. The artist says Proxime. This is actually a collaboration, sorry in advance if I say any of these names incorrectly, between Ardolph, ASAP, Codley, Foodbot, Fighter, Hyatsugion, Laps, Spez, Trina Lydia, and Troom Nova.
That's like this many.
Thank God. I was about to run out of fingers.
Yeah, you were about, but don't worry.
I was seriously about to be
It's
like, Limey, help,
only-
help.
It's only 10 artists.
Can't be that bad. Shadow might be that bad.
Oh, also, if y'all have been running a timer, time is after the song. All right. And
What was that?
time. Yeah, that is a rough song.
That was actually hard as hell. I like
Amazing.
your like cheers. That was so crazy.
Yeah, there are definitely some parts of that song I wish I did better, but I still got an S+, which is 990,000. So I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. I don't think I have too many people I want to shout out. Obviously, thank you two for being here. Sawayoshi donated. She's a really good player of this game and also showed off the game on the GDQ stream at Frost Vitals earlier this year. That was a lot of fun. I want to shout out my friend Ixie for getting me into this game and also helping me put together the set list for this event and also an event I did last month, No Glitches Allowed, that I had a lot of fun playing this game at as well. I also want to shout out my friend Zaffy, who's into this game and helped me get into it. Other than that, I don't think I have anyone else I want to shout out in particular, other than just, again, all the devs and artists and charters that I showcase throughout the course of this. And I want... Yeah, I think that's it. So unless you two have anything to say, I just hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend, great rest of their MomoCon.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone follow Laurie on Twitch right now. I'm begging.
Yes.
I'll
Follow
stream
Laurie.
soon, I promise.
You'll be able to see some Donkey Kong rhythm gaming.
Oh yeah, I'm playing Donkey Kong Jungle Beat at Summer Games Done Quick. Yes, it's the game with the DK bongos. Yes,
Yeah.
I will be using them.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you will.
I saw a pair in the like the Artist Alley, one of the sales booths with like old controllers and consoles
Yeah.
and such, and I
Yeah.
thought of you. I was like, oh, I should buy those. But yeah, folks, if you are watching here or watching at home, hang around. We have, I believe, Splatoon up next.
God, it was Steven
Splatoon
time. I don't
next?
remember.
Who's next?
Well,
We
have
got
more stuff
video
on
games up
the
next.
screen's gonna
You'll
come
have
up, and
Limey
then,
in a
yeah.
little bit playing
Yeah.
some Pokemon Crystal. It's going to be a great rest of the day. And yeah, we're just going to get the set moved around, get the next runners up here, and we'll be back with you very soon.